What is this about? United not being able to get the players they want. First question. Look, Manchester United is not being able to get the players they want because of the coach. I could break it down in multiple conversations for you to get it. And that's what I'm about to do right now, because imagine you have Pep Guardiola in your club, Manchester United. Or you have Klopp in Manchester United. Klopp in Manchester United or Pep Guardiola in Manchester United, the potential for players to come to play for him in the club, request for transfer, push their club to sell them so that they can come and play for him, is very high compared to a player wanting to come and play for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because you take into consideration of what has been done before. Manchester City, I said that in my previous videos, there is no way the likes of Emerick Laporte, Rodri, Leroy Sane, Brad Myers, all these players come into play in Manchester City because of the team. You have Manuel Pellegrini coaching that team. There's no way you have Bernado Silva coming to play or Benjamin Mendy coming to play. Not because he's not a good coach, but he's not a great coach. He hasn't proven it over the time. Pep Guardiola's numbers, trophies won, developing players, all these things has been done and proven, so the players know that when they come, they're going to get developed. At the same time, they're going to compete for championship. So that is something that players put into consideration. David Moyes was a coach. What players did he get? Then Van Gaal came in. You saw what he did with a period of time that he was there. Angel Di Maria coming in. Other top players coming in as well. Then he left and other coaches came. When Mourinho came, see the players that he was able to pull to come in there. Paul Pogba forced his way out. Because he could have stayed in Juventus. Juventus wanted him to stay. He was playing his top football at that time. He was known all around the globe. He was making millions from image rights. His name was all over the world. And so there was no reason for him to leave. But you have a coach or a guy like Jose Mourinho proving in winning Champions League, in being able to develop players, even though he has his own setbacks. He was a proven coach. So he had to come. And the money was right. There is no way Pogba was going to come and play for Ole or David Moyes. So if you guys are not being able to make players to come, it is not because you don't have the money. It's because the players are considering the type of coach available and what they can win if they are signing a 4 or 5 year contract coming in there. Players want stability. Now United is the new Chelsea. United is the new Chelsea because these guys keep rotating coaches. They sack coaches in and out. There's no stability right there. The dressing room, I don't know, but come on, guys. Something is not going right. Always seems to have it under control. At least that's what we see. So if you guys can sign a player or a top player, it isn't only about the administration's fault. Let me tell you players that United has missed out on. Haaland. Haaland could have easily become a Manchester United player. No cap about that. We don't even have to consider having this conversation. But he ended up in Borussia Dortmund. There was news that Ole had gone to see him. They've had conversations. Somehow he ended up in Borussia Dortmund. There's no way on earth that he knows he's coming to play for Pep Guardiola and he's going to miss out. That pull power is there. Mourinho got Lukaku, even though Sarri and Conte was somehow in the midst in Chelsea. We didn't stand a chance. The moment Mourinho made that call, it was game over. So many times you've heard players saying that after I spoke to the coach I was sold or I was bought on the fact that when I come, I will be able to develop my skill and become a more better player and compete for championship. Mikel Arteta is doing that in Arsenal. Players are saying that we are moving to Arsenal because we know that when we get there, we will be able to compete for championship. Also, we believe in the projects the coach is selling. You don't have to have a great club to attract great players. It is a factor. But now in the modern football we are playing in, it is also a key role when you have a great coach who is proven and he knows how to attract. Because what I'm seeing here in the players that they are missing out, it is incredibly insane. You guys are missing. United is missing out in so much players. They were in a conversation with Timo Werner. You saw Nicola and other players, other top agents confirming that United is in the conversation about it. We don't know whether they made bids or not, but they were in a conversation and it didn't go anywhere. You have they been in conversation for Kai Havertz and other players that they have not been able to get. So I'm not saying that Ole is not a good coach, but he's not there yet. You can't put him in a Pep Guardiola conversation. You can't put him in a Jose Mourinho conversation. You can't put him in the top coaches conversation. Let me give an example. Now, Flick wins Champions League, wins Bundesliga, wins treble with very limited players. Sorry, with not limited players, but with very limited amount of spending. He now going for any player that he wants to come to Bayern Munich is going to be easy because the player knows that at least he can compete for championships. He has a chance to win championship if he signs a 4 or 5 year deal. And he can be developed. We've seen what he's done with his players. He has developed them. We've seen what Klopp has done developing his players. Klopp came in to meet, like I said, Wisdom and other players. And now, players are developing under him. Trent is developing every season. Mane is becoming a great... Mane starts until he came from Southampton to Liverpool wasn't great, but now he's a great player. You can say he's going to average 10 to 15 goals in a season. But at Southampton, he wasn't banking in goals. He was a good guy. He was a good player. But now he's moving towards a great player because you know that he's going to give you 10, 15 goals a season, and that's what we are talking about here. Mohamed Salah is doing incredibly well under him, developing players. Virgil van Dijk. Developing players. That is what they do. They bring the players into the club. So if United is not getting players signed, you can blame the administration or the front office, but that is not all that has to be fixed. You need that type of coach that can be proven. And look, you think Ferguson is asking you to come and you're not going to come? Why won't you show up? You will show in and you will show up, and that is how it works. So you need to consider other factors as well, because now you guys are saying that okay, we're not look, and the guys saying that United are not interested. If they're interested, they'll get a player. That's a lie. You can be interested in a player because you're a big club, but the player is never going to show up because the coach will be average. Average coach in a big club doesn't make the top players want to come. Period. Because if that is the situation, I would never say that Zlatan. Why would Zlatan come and play for David? He wouldn't. The club is big, but he's not coming. So let's build on that. Let's have that conversation going. Let's understand that football is now a different type of thing that we are working around. And at the end of the day, you need to understand this. Manchester United is a great club. Next season is very tricky. Ole is not going to get a job done. The players have a good vibe. The chemistry is good. But look, something is not right. I can't get my head around it, but something is not right. And the playing style, we will talk about that later, but look, something is not right. And you guys are not going to get any top player coming in if you guys don't figure out how you're going to prove your point and make a statement. Because, I mean, look, Sevilla, for real. Come on, man. Look. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I just see it, and I'm just looking forward to see what it's going to do done, because top coaches have influence on top players, and that's a statement right there. Period.